Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I am Belinda Harris, and I am an HR professional. I've been in the HR field for 20 years. On this channel, I talk about self care and I talk about AI. So, welcome if this is your first time coming on here. I've also in the past talked about all things HR as it relates to human resources for employees, for business owners, etc. So, this channel is a wealth of HR information. So, but I want to thank you for coming on live today, or maybe you're watching it on replay. So, I want to thank you. We are currently doing a self care at work challenge. We're doing the challenge. We started the challenge back in October, and we're doing it all the way through the end of the year. And you may be thinking, why do a challenge so long? Because we did a challenge before, self-care at work challenge. We did it for 1 week. And I thought, let's do it again, and let's do it longer, because it takes 67 days for a habit to become ingrained in us. So if we start early, even more than 67 days, by the time we get to the end of the year, we'll be ready. It will be set. Most people at the end of the year, they're just kind of cruising on. But that's not what we're doing in this self-care at work challenge. We are keeping the bar high for ourselves. And that way, when we go into the new year, the bar's already set. It's already a habit we don't have to work on. So, this is why I started the self-care at work challenge back in October, to get us going into the new year. So the new year will be great. It's 6:30 in the morning. I'm when I finish this, I go to do a workout with my trainer, which is why I'm always dressed like I'm getting ready to go do a workout. So that's why I'm dressed like that, or dressed like this. I'm gonna get right into it today. Last week was Thanksgiving. A lot of us were off for Thursday. Some of us was even off on Friday. Some people may have taken the whole week off. And that's good. I hope you did. Hope you got a chance to enjoy time with your family and your friends, and you were able to refresh and recharge. Maybe some people even did a little Black Friday shopping. Those ads was coming in strong. I had one Nomadic, which I am a fan of. I have a lot of their products. Well, they must have texted me every day, 2 or 3 times a day, to remind me of their sale. So hopefully you didn't get as many of those Black Friday texts. You got emails that came through about Black Friday and all the sales. You saw commercials, etc. Everybody and their mama had a Black Friday sale. So maybe you got some good deals, and then even maybe a Cyber Monday sale. And maybe you got some good deals if that was one of the things that interests you. But I want to talk about Black Friday sales as it relates to self-care work. You see, when they have a sale, Black Friday sale or Cyber Monday sale or any sale, the TV's normally $500, and on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, we're selling it for $300. You're getting a $200 savings, and you're like, that's a great idea. The thing about that is, there's no Black Friday sale, there's no Cyber Monday sale, there's no sale on self-care. The value doesn't decrease, it only increases. So you will never get a sale on what you should be doing for your self-care, especially at work, which is why I talk about self-care so much, why it's so important. A lot of people already do self-care. They exercise or they journal. Yeah, I do those things. Meditate. I do those things as well. And then you get to work and you're just going. And that's not healthy. Because at work, we need to be doing self-care at work too. And there's no sell on that. There's no, I take a day off from self-care. I take a day. Self-care is an ongoing process. It never goes on sale. It never goes away. Truth be told, it never gets any easier. You just hopefully learn how to do it more and better. You learn better techniques, and you learn more different things that you can do for your self-care, but it never gets easier. The value never goes down. You'll never hear somebody say on your self-care, we're having a Black Friday sale or there's a Cyber Monday sale for your self-care. It doesn't exist. And if you're looking for a shortcut for self-care to feel better, this ain't it. Self-care is work. It's emotional work. It's you're dedicated, you're focused, because it ultimately leads you to a higher, better self. And when you're changing, when you're evolving, that's not easy. I used to talk about the caterpillar and the butterfly. You know how a caterpillar goes to a butterfly. That transformation to get to the butterfly is not an easy process. To twirl itself around, transform, and then break out into a butterfly, that takes work. That same thing with self-care. There's no easy door in. We can make it look glamorous. We can make it look, like this is nothing. But the truth is, that's not true. It is something. It takes a conscious effort, which is why the self-care at work challenge is so important, which is why doing these things to set you up for success at work is important. And not because it's going to benefit your employer, because you being your best self at work does benefit your employer. They benefit from that, but it benefits you more. There's no cost on your mental health. There's no cost. I don't know how much you make. I don't care how much you make. There's no cost to that. Yes, your employer benefits from you being healthy, being productive, producing. Yes, they do. But you benefit so much more because you're able to focus, you're calm, hopefully your blood pressure's down, you're able to maneuver through challenges and issues, and you're able to go home and be with your family and it not be a stressful situation. So self-care at work is important, and it is work. What we've been working on, and that we're going to continue through to the end of the challenge, to the end of the year, is one, our morning routine. When you get to work, wherever you work, when you get to work, if you work at home before you start work. So when you get to work, if you work from home before you start work, 5 minutes before, you want to hydrate. Drink you some water. A good gulp of water. Get that in your system. You want to write down 3 things that you're grateful for about your work. Because what that's doing is focusing your focus for your intention. What are you grateful for about your job? 3 things. It could be that they pay me. Maybe you work with great teammates. Maybe you enjoy the work that you do. Because if you start focus on the good of the work is, starting your day that way. And then you say a quick prayer or affirmation. That's 5 minutes before you clock in. Hydrate. 3 things you're grateful for. Write it down. Grateful for your job, and say a prayer meditation. Prayer or affirmation 5 minutes before. Then at lunch, we take a true lunch break where we do no work. We're not doing any work. We're not looking at work. We're not looking at emails. We're coming away from that during our lunch break. We're doing something else outside of work. The other thing that we're doing is an hour before it's time for our shift to be over, we pause and we look and see, what can I do in this next hour that when I finish, I can say, I've had a good day. I've completed the day. I've accomplished something. Because sometimes self-care is that I can never get to the end of anything. I can never finish anything, and it makes me feel overwhelmed. So 1 hour before you get off, pause, look around. What can I do in this next hour to finish? And that when the day is over, I can say, okay, I got something done. You feel a closure. That's the other thing that we're doing. Then we added setting boundaries, which is so important and so hard for a lot of us to do at work. But setting boundaries, whether it's for this 1 hour, I'm not taking no calls or no meetings. I'm focusing on my deep work. At this time, I'm leaving for the day. I'm done. I'm not working over. I'm not working past that. That's a boundary that you're set. So we're setting a boundary at work. And then the thing I'm adding this week, and it may sound similar to something that we do in the morning routine, but it's a little different. And it's I want you to think about something at your job that you do that you enjoy. Hopefully, hopefully in your work, you're doing something that you actually enjoy doing. One of the things that I own Rocket Science HR, which we help people with disabilities in Georgia gain and maintain employment. One of the things that I do when I'm talking to parents, when I'm talking to counselors, is that when we're trying to find somebody a job, we're trying to find something that we hope that they enjoy, because work doesn't seem so when you enjoy it. It doesn't feel so when you enjoy work. So think about something, our new challenge for the week. Think about something about your job that you actually enjoy doing, that you like doing. Like one of the things that I love doing about my job is training. I love to train, whether it's a group session or a one-on-one session. I enjoy that. The interaction, I really enjoy training. That's one thing that I enjoy doing. So in this new thing that we're adding, think about one thing that we really enjoy about work, and see if you can do that thing that day or sometime that week. If you can schedule it in your week to do that one thing that you really do enjoy about work. That's something to focus on. Self-care a lot of times is a mind switch, and we need help sometimes in getting re-switching our mind, because there's so much negativity. There's a lot of toxicity in work. You may be short staffed. Your supervisor may not appreciate you, or you feel like they don't appreciate you. You may not like the people that you work. You may not like the time you have to be at work. There's so much things going on about work, and we're trying to find the little bitty. I dare not use the word joy, but the little bit thing that we actually enjoy about work, and maybe trying to schedule that in our day or sometime that week or month, because maybe you can't even do it that week or month, this month, that you actually enjoy about work, so you can do that thing that you enjoy. If you're interested in being in the Self-Care at Work Challenge, please send a text to 678-995-3812. That's 678-995-3812, and just say, hey, count me in, and we'll put you right in the Self-Care at Work Challenge. We may even, it ends at the end of the year. We will probably start a new one at the beginning of the year too, just to keep it going, because why? Self-care doesn't go away. There's no, I hit it and then I'm done. It's ongoing for the rest of your life. Self-care is ongoing. So we may, in January, start a brand new one all over again with a little bit more detail. But if you want to be in this one, it's 678-995-3812. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for watching and tuning in. And I'll see you next week.